and weaponizing the world economy, using a dominant position in the global financial system to wantonly impose sanctions would only hurt others as well as hurting oneself, leaving people around the world suffering.
And the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan agreed to work towards closer ties to turn the page on years of hostile relations. Let's check back in on how the markets in Asia are holding up. Juliet Sali joins us again from our Singapore studio. So, Jules, what's changed?
Let's see how quick they are in getting up the GMM behind me, Yusuf. We're looking at this slide in oil at the moment, but certainly what we have been seeing is a little bit of mixed momentum in these Asian markets. We're looking at, of course, interest rate decisions coming through from the Philippines and also Indonesia late. You can see the Philippines market under a bit of pressure, down by about 1.8%. We've been looking at this peso, of course, holding at these 2005 lows as well, but a little bit more repricing coming through in some of these Asian currencies today, specifically the yen. And that was after our interview on Bloomberg Television with the former finance ministry chief there, really starting to move some upside in the yen, as he said there could be some intervention. More broadly, though, we are seeing stocks hold at these two-year lows. A little bit of upside coming through in Hong Kong. That is on this expectation that the incoming leader, John Lee, working on this strategy to reopen the city's borders. And then, of course, we're looking as well at what's happening in the commodities space. WTI crude just dropped off the commodities board. You can see weaker movement in copper and cotton, but of course we're still seeing oil sinking below $103 a barrel after closing at that 6-week low. Yusuf.
Probably more often than not, some of the houses make calls and they don't really work out. Now you've got JP Morgan, they had their call on China Tech. They're doubling down on that, right?
They certainly are, and this just adding to this chorus of bullish calls on a sector that has been hammered by regulatory crackdown over the past 12 months or so. Rebecca Zhang, who co-manages 3 China equity funds with almost 20 billion in assets, saying, look, the worst is over here. They've started to allocate more money towards the likes of Alibaba.